Well, our next guest led the fight to limit the administration's contact with social media companies. Let's bring in Republican Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey. Well, AG Bailey, so you won. You had this, at least in the lower courts, a federal judge put out an injunction against the administration from meeting with these social media companies. The administration and its supporters, they claim that the judge's injunction seeks to limit the government's free speech. But the judge who issued the injunction actually spoke to this in what he said in his written summation. He said it was not the public statements that were the problem. It was the alleged use of government agencies and employees to coerce and or significantly encourage social media platforms to suppress free speech on those platforms. Your thoughts?
Well, we're not going to let Joe Biden destroy free speech in America. This is all about protecting our First Amendment rights. The First Amendment is designed to have an uninhibited marketplace of the free exchange of ideas. And yet what we saw was a relationship of coercion and collusion where the federal government was censoring speech on big tech social media in violation of the First Amendment. So we got an injunction, put a stop to it. And essentially what the judge said was you can't do what the Constitution forbids. You got to respect the Constitution. So why is the Department of Justice appealing this? Clearly, they're dedicated to future violations of our right to free speech. And so we're going to continue to fight to protect against the suppression of Americans' voices.
Now, are you monitoring the administration to see if they're still at this, at least in some of the agencies that they oversee?
Well, absolutely. We're willing to take anyone to court that's violating the court order. We're going to continue to fight this. We're just now we've only scratched the surface. We did preliminary discovery, took numerous depositions, got 20,000 pages of documents. Wow. But with this court order and this injunction, we're allowed to go now to merits discovery. We're going to continue to push the lawsuit forward, do more discovery, and root out this vast censorship enterprise and hold any wrongdoers accountable who seek to silence American voices. And here's the thing. The voices they were silencing were truthful, but they were also only conservative. Right. I mean, the idea that we would use the federal government to silence political opposition runs contrary to everything, the legacy of freedom codified in the First Amendment that the founders gave us.
All right. I want to switch gears a little bit because you're using the Supreme Court's decision that bars race-based college admissions to go after certain minority scholarship programs. Does this include, by the way, all schools across the state, both public and private?
Absolutely. Look, the court has said that the way to end racial discrimination in America is to stop making discriminatory decisions based on race. And that was always true in other contexts. But since the 1990s, the court had interpreted the Constitution to allow discriminatory race-based decisions in college admissions. And they finally put an end to it last week. And we're so happy that they did so. And so it was necessary to reset the conversation at the state level and put stakeholders on notice that the Constitution does not permit race-based discrimination based on for college admissions. And certainly we're going to enforce the law as written and give the full meaning and effect to the original understanding of the Equal Protection Clause.
But I could understand those institutions that are somehow related to the government, whether state or federal, but private colleges, and I think of historical black colleges that almost by definition do discriminate on the basis of race in favor of black Americans. I mean, do you really think that should become illegal?
Well, what I think is that any university that falls under these constitutional prohibitions has to comply with the law of the land as given to us by the United States Supreme Court. And I think that the court addressed that issue and said, look, the HBCUs are still permitted to achieve their objectives and pursue their goals. They just can't violate the Constitution in doing so. And so we're going to continue to fight to end racial discrimination in the state of Missouri by upholding the constitutional mandate given to us by the United States Supreme Court.
Well, it's going to be very interesting, particularly on that first part, whether or not the administration does take it up to the highest court in the land, and whether the Supreme Court has to have one of these, another kind of monumental decision. You're right behind it. Thank you so much for joining us today. A.G. Bailey, appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on.